So I'm excited. So bulk cross posting. So interesting. I love this topic because not only we're going to be sharing bulk cross posting, talking in general, but we're going to be comparing bulk cross posting that is currently available in our business and pro plan. We're going to be showing you the same group of listings, okay, going in bulk with the business plan and the pro plan. So let's go ahead and among the many demos that we're going to have today, that's going to be, let's mute it. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Sorry about that. All right.
There we go.
So we're live. Teresa, just refresh YouTube.
Okay.
And we're going to be live. I am.
There we are.
All right. Fabulous.
So now we're live on YouTube. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, YouTube people. Hi, Zoom people. Thank you for joining us. All right.
So, in addition to the topics that we share, we also invite you to ask your questions. Any questions that you have. We usually do a quick demo initially and then open it up for your questions.
Yep. That's right. So today's topic is going to be bulk cross posting. So we talked about in the past, the newly redesigned and upgraded List Perfectly from the simple plan perspective. We also did it from the business plan perspective. And then we did the previous webinar was about the pro plan. But now we're going to just focus today, hyper focus on bulk cross posting. That is to say, volume when we need to do a larger volume, okay, or anything that is not individual, okay, because you can do that as well with the business and pro plan, but we're going to show you how to do a larger volume of listings to be transferred from marketplace to marketplace, marketplace to List Perfectly to marketplace. And why would you do this? All right?
Yeah.
All right. So what do you think? It's 11:03. We're looking good. Should we, there's someone is saying, we're going to say, should we start now or?
Yeah.
What do you think? Shall we start slow, saying, who is the ideal person for?
Okay, that's a good question. Yeah, who would ideally benefit from bulk cross posting? Anyone that handles a lot of merchandise and you have a lot of products, for example, already listed on eBay, and you want to get them over to Poshmark now. You may have, even if it's 100 listings, you can benefit from bulk cross posting. Now the caveat is the way List Perfectly works. It works, we like to say, on your computer, through your internet, through your browser. So if you have any issues with slow internet, you may want to do maybe 2 at a time, 3 at a time. You may not want to just blast everything that you have out there at once.
And you know what? Let me add to that. If you are a loyal, because I know these webinars start bringing a lot of our loyal users. So if you are a loyal user, okay, and remember pre-pandemic, okay, you might have been able to do 50. Gosh, we have people that were doing 150. So now we call it the pandemic internet. So you're going to need to cut down that volume managing of cross posting. You're going to need to cut it down at least 40% of what you were doing before to expect the same performance and give our technology is in the cloud. Okay, we're fine. Okay, we're working with Google's our partner. We're doing great. It's safe. The thing is that the internet, the bandwidth, because the concept of List Perfectly is to have everything unlimited, you got to understand that your bandwidth determines the limit of what you can do in bulk. Now, for example, in this webinar, literally we're doing Zoom, which takes a lot of resources, and we're casting live on YouTube. In addition, I'm in Northern Phoenix with not the best. I didn't get like the fiber tail, nothing. I didn't get one in any of those. And when I wanted to upgrade, well, you know, pandemic internet, there is no option. So now we have to, for example, us to be able to do this live with you guys, we have to use recordings, okay, of List Perfectly. So I just want to explain you what we're going to be able, because otherwise we freeze. We try to do this with the simple plan, which is the most basic transfer of data, and we froze. So it's just, again, you know,
the internet.
It's the internet, you know, understand, you know, still the bulk cross posting. It's using the technology of List Perfectly. It's using an extension, but it's many resources that we're using, right, Mandy?
Yeah, and really, we can't emphasize internet enough. You know, kind of what Clara was saying, now everybody's home, right? Everybody's on the internet at home. We're streaming TV shows. We're playing on video games with other players. So that means you're going online. You may have kids at home doing Instagram Live. Even if you have traditionally strong internet, there's a lot of competition for that internet happening right now. Your neighbors can suck up the internet. So really, you know, I cannot stress this enough. List Perfectly works through your internet. And so, you know, if you're using bulk, just if you have great internet, even with all this going on, awesome. Like, you can cross post in bulk as many as your internet can handle.
Exactly. Okay, is Liz again bragging about her beautiful internet? I don't know if I want to open this chat message. Okay, I can't take it. I'm suffering here in Arizona. I think cross listing importing first thing in the morning, before everyone wakes up, and sucks up my super fast internet.
Yeah,
thank you, Liz.
Great strategy.
Yeah,
take these tips. Yes, Liz. Okay.
Okay, Liz has kids and has that everybody plays, okay, video games in her house. Yeah. Everybody's casting Netflix. Okay, so thank you, Liz. That's a very, very good advice.
That's a great tip. I mean, you know, take advantage of those low hours. Like if it's early in the morning for you, or late at night, or maybe during lunch when everyone's eating, you know, whatever you find it is.
But for those people that don't have, like, I have super fast internet too, so I don't ever see it an issue. I don't ever have an issue with it. And I also don't have a house full of kids playing games. But I don't want it to be lost that if you have slow internet and you're in a rural area, that List Perfectly will work doing, you know, the Express Cross Post was created for those people with slow internet. So if you have slow internet, don't give up. Don't give up. It still works. Yes. And it still works. And it's not like ridiculously slow. Like when I lived in the mountains and I just didn't watch YouTube videos. It's not that slow. And it's just not lickety split fast. Yeah. And so it's still manageable. I mean, we have people in our Facebook group that are rural and have no complaints about the speed when they do the express cross posting, or if they want to do bulk, they do it in smaller 3 or 5 at a time instead of, I like to do 25 at a time for my bulk cross posting. And so I don't want that to get lost. I just wanted to.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate you saying that. Yeah. So all you want to do really is find out that sweet spot for yourself, for where you are. Maybe it's 2 or 3 listings. Maybe, you know, for Teresa it's 25, and, you know, for anyone else somewhere in between.
That's right. That's right. All right. So the most beautiful thing again that I like to emphasize here, it's unlimited. Okay, guys. So when we say unlimited, we're going to show you today demos of how to do this unlimited, but from many different channels, and see even, you know, going through List Perfectly how to do that unlimited.
Yeah, and let's define unlimited. What we mean by unlimited is List Perfectly is set up so that you can either cross post from one marketplace to another, and then you manage all the inventory management yourself. So let's say you're on eBay, you want to get everything over to Poshmark, you can do that direct from eBay to Poshmark. But then you would be responsible for making sure you knew, you know, when your item sells, you have to end it, you have to keep track of where everything's been listed, etc. That is an option for you. If you prefer, you can import your listings or create them on List Perfectly and then cross post. So what we mean by
from List Perfectly.
From List Perfectly.
So you have 2 ways. I'm sorry, let me just add on that, okay? Because you're going a little fast, okay? So you have 2 ways If you don't want to, if you want to have inventory management control, okay, so you can go from scratch. You can start your listings in List Perfectly, or you can import those active listings that were created pre-List Perfectly, okay? You can import those active listings into List Perfectly, okay? And then from List Perfectly, you will cross post, and we're gonna show you all those different steps. Sorry.
So what I mean by unlimited though, is that if you have 1,000 products on eBay and you want to cross post those over to Poshmark, you can do that unlimitedly. The only thing we charge extra for is when you want to store those listings on List Perfectly site. You want to use our inventory management services. You want to make sure that you know where your listings have been listed, keep track of them, use our sold button when they sell.
Sales analytics.
And well, sales analytics, as long as the listing, if you mark the listing sold on List Perfectly, it does not count against your catalog limit.
No, but I'm saying that saving the listings on List Perfectly,
Yes.
I was just adding to
Yep.
what you were saying. One of the, not only you get to know where your listings are, you get to use delist and relist with our sold button, but also additionally now, without paying anything extra, we also offer you sales analytics. And then in addition to that, by saving your listings on List Perfectly, if it is a sold listing, it doesn't count against the limit set on your 300, okay, catalog count on your business. Or how much is in Proplan now? What did we do? 500?
500.
500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get that by
We
when
just upgraded everything. We went like, no, my God, it used to be like 100.
Yeah, it used to be
100.
100. Now you can sign up for the Pro plan and you automatically get 500 listings in your catalog with no upgrades necessary.
Yeah, that's right. So why don't we go ahead today, Mandy? So we said, you can do this, okay? You can cross post unlimited in bulk from 8 active channels, okay? So we know our channels, I have to name them, okay? Let's go ahead and name it, okay? eBay, Etsy, Poshmark, Mercari, Grail, Tradesy, Depop, Facebook Marketplace. I got them all. So you can do these from and to, okay? These 8 active marketplaces. Soon we're gonna be adding Kittison, okay? So then you can do also in bulk, okay? To List Perfectly, and recently we did in bulk from List Perfectly now to marketplaces. And that's what we're gonna be showing right now on the demo. Let's go ahead, and why don't we go ahead and start showing some?
Sure, what would you like to show first?
I would like, you know what? Why don't we start with I love what we did the demos today for showing the same listings going from business in pro comparing the comparison.
Okay, we have that. Just keep in mind that's not bulk. It's just we're taking one listing from and showing the difference in.
Okay, I guess I thought we were doing bulk.
We are, but that's separate video.
Well, I need the bulk.
Okay, so
I thought all were bulk.
No, they're not all bulk.
Why would you do a video of an individual listing?
Because to show the differences, it does. I mean, it's the bulk is the bulk, but to show the difference, you really just want to zero in on one product. Otherwise, it gets lost.
Those that have been with List Perfectly from day one can very much appreciate the bulk listing tool. Those that are just signing on, it's kind of like you need to see where it came from to where it's going to.
So that's why I
appreciate it.
Yeah, let's go ahead with that one. Let's go and see how it looks from business. In ProPlan, we're gonna show you cross posting of the same listing. This is gonna be from eBay to List which one are we doing?
Either eBay to Mercari or eBay to List Perfectly.
eBay to Mercari, let's go.
All right. Go ahead and pull that
and
one
this
up.
is with the Pro plan. So now we're going to
While
show.
you're doing that, I just want to say there was a question. Chuck in YouTube wanted to know, said something about Mercari and the credit card information. And so, yes, Mercari does require you to have a credit card on file. And if you, and I believe you have to upload it via mobile. And otherwise you get an error message when you list.
Oh, just to clarify that, that's always been the case with Mercari.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, to set up Mercari, you do have to have a credit card on file. So that's it. It'll work after that.
All right, so let's move on to bulk cross posting. All right, so what we're gonna be doing right now is showing you in bulk. We're gonna go from eBay to Mercari, right? And this is gonna be without using our inventory control. So let's go ahead and show eBay to Mercari business, and then we're pro. I'm sorry, we're doing pro, right?
Pro.
And then we're gonna see business. So the main difference right now that you're gonna see with that is the amount of data that we transfer on the pro plan versus business. By default, you have shipping, package dimensions, you have condition, you have more information that we're transferring on your behalf. So this is reducing pretty much the amount of data you have to enter, saving you gas, saving you time. So this is pretty much there. You see how it's populating the title, the description, we're choosing the category. We can see size is already there. We can see the zip code is already entered. We just select real quick, what kind of shipping do we choose for this?
Yep. And you do want to verify all the information is in there exactly the way that you want it on Mercari, because Mercari and eBay do not have matching attributes. They don't have matching categories. So just verify that before you click list. That's
exactly. So that's a thing, you know, usually, you know, if you're going to be using colors, for example, sunset yellow, okay, and then you are like, it didn't transfer to Mercari. Well, just know that Mercari does not accept sunset yellow, and then maybe eBay does accept that after you enter, you know, color shades, and you know, you go through the different item specifics. So that's one of the main questions we receive. It has to be, we always advise to leave your attributes, and this is good practice also as a reseller, because if you're putting sunset yellow, okay, and then I'm opening a case against you, because when I receive the item, I can see that it's not sunset yellow. For me, this is like, I don't know, dusk yellow, okay? So, you know, you want to just, you always use values like yellow. Don't get too specific, because when it's going to get on a file, on a return, or a dispute or something like that, you want to be a little, you know, just generic. And in that way, okay, you can always talk about shades later, okay, and maybe after the return or whatever is happening with the customer.
Yeah, I've learned that for most platforms, it's better to, if it's an olive green or an army green, whatever you want to call it, you use green. You use the ones that the set colors, because those are what people search for the most. And so if you have a salmon color, you're going to pick pink, and then you're going to describe it in your description as a salmon. But people, I mean, and then you need to learn too, when you're buying, to search for pink if you really want salmon, or search for it. Sometimes people call it orange. Sometimes people call it pink. You just have to learn this.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why we always advise people to take advantage of the description field. It is really, this is the place where you elaborate. Yep. So keep it generic in your attributes. Keep it generic in all those places, like left-hand navigation is really important.
Okay, left-hand navigation, okay, it's proven. This is scientific. I'm sorry, let me pause you there. Left-hand navigation is the proven method by which buyers scan your listings, okay? We go left to right, okay? So don't think we're going right to think about it, okay? So everything, you know, the format that we do on the Pro plan, that's but to the space, okay, is calculated because we understand how buyers read listings to make their buying decision.
Yeah, so left-hand navigation, what we mean by that is if you're a buyer and you're on eBay and you search in the title for a specific type of pottery, right? But then you want to get down to, is it a saucer or does it include this? The left-hand navigation will include these specific filters, let's say. And so those are the ones that you want to make sure are as generic as possible. So color would go into that left-hand navigation. That's what you want to keep generic. Elaborate in your description.
Exactly. All right. So now we're going to see the same listing we just showed you with the Pro plan, populating more data, but we're going to show you with the business plan. It just takes less data, okay? And so that is going to force you, okay, to enter more data manually. In thus, you know, you're not going to be saving so much time, but you're still getting the benefits of bulk cross posting. Maybe maybe you're in your journey, in your reselling journey, okay? You're using basic descriptions. You're not going into depth very much in describing your products, and that's fine too. That doesn't mean you're not gonna be selling, okay? We are just an accelerating tool for sales, okay? We're just here to disclose and let you know what worked for us and what made us go to the next level as resellers, and what's helping all of our users, okay, right now to and why they're still with List Perfectly. Almost a year. Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is gonna be, wow, I'm so excited. July. Oh.
And why are we focusing on business and pro? Because this webinar is about bulk cross posting, and that's not available in simple plan. So bulk cross posting is available with your business and pro subscription.
Now, if you really want to get technical with a simple plan, what you can do in bulk, okay? And don't say I didn't say this, but you can go simultaneously with one listing to 8 different marketplaces at the same time. So you can take one listing with all of the plans, okay? Simple, business, and pro. You can go with the same listing to 9 different, well, 9 actually, if you want to go also to List Perfectly. Let's say you want to cross post to 8 to all 8 marketplaces, and you also want to import the listing to List Perfectly. That would make 9 channels, and so that would be also another option to be done simultaneously with a simple plan. But bulk is because of the resources and the high demand is something that we have to put on the business and the pro plan.
Yeah. And something I want to note here, if I don't know if you can tell from the video, but what did not get copied over is your zip code.
Yep.
What did not also get copied over is your shipping information, the weight and dimensions, as well as condition.
Yep.
So those are the 3 main differences going from eBay to Mercari, for example.
Exactly. So yeah, that's a great comparison to understand. Please understand that these 2 demos that we show you will not give you inventory control. Every time you're bypassing List Perfectly and you're deciding, okay, we let you do so, but that doesn't mean we can keep track of your listings. Where are they? What's the status? So that's what we're gonna show you now, how to go from marketplace to List Perfectly. Another thing that we're going to be elaborating on the next webinar is what happens when I go from marketplace to match, and how does that affect my images. Okay, so
yeah.
Now one of the benefits, we're gonna move to the next form of bulk cross posting. Pretty much List Perfectly helps you bulk cross posting 3 main ways, as we said: marketplace to marketplace, marketplace to List Perfectly, and then List Perfectly to marketplace. But why would you want to do this? Why would I want to do this when I can go unlimited, okay? Right? From marketplace to marketplace. So why would you want to use List Perfectly and take advantage of
the inventory management
and
system.
Image Manager?
Yeah, and
what
Image
would
Manager.
be, that's the one that I had,
Okay.
because we had a lot of Posh users cross-posting from Poshmark, which keeps very tiny images going everywhere. So if you are a Posh user, a Mercari user, Depop, any kind of marketplace, if you're natively from those marketplaces that are using mainly their mobile apps, so they use tiny images, take advantage of List Perfectly. Bring your listings in bulk to List Perfectly. Will help. Huh?
No, I want to correct that, because a lot of people think that we can take small images and make them bigger. We can't.
No.
So once they're small, once you list on Poshmark or Depop or some of these other sites, that's it. There's no more chance for List Perfectly to make them any bigger or improve upon them.
Well,
which is why we recommend listing first on List Perfectly.
Or import that listing and then you replace the images, okay, with the original images, but not the ones that come from Poshmark, because they optimize Poshmark or Mercari or Depot. They optimize images every time you upload your listings with them, and they love doing that very effectively. And their software is really good, so good that they make it very tiny. So that's what we help you to conserve, so those images don't shrink, and then you can keep cross-posting, delisting, relisting, and rippling your sales without losing image quality.
Yeah.
All right, let's see this, Mandy, in action. So let's go from, let's choose a marketplace. What do we do now? Let's go from eBay to List Perfectly.
All right, so here we go. Let me get that ready. And Any questions so far, Teresa?
No, but Liz made a good comment that Poshmark now allows 16 images. So
I know, and they're rolling it differently to different users. So if you're a Poshmark user and you don't have the 16 images, don't be crying. They're doing it for different users. This is very exciting. So yes, of course we're on it, and yes, of course we're gonna be adding 16 images. We're on it.
Yeah.
I want eBay to change to 16.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. I wish they would do that too.
Yep.
All right, so we're looking at now bulk cross posting. Okay,
Bulk import.
Well, I'm sorry, bulk import from eBay to List Perfectly. So we're gonna show you these are active listings. You don't feel like redoing your listings from scratch because you already have like thousands of listings that are active in different marketplaces and you need sales now, okay? And we're not saying that you're never gonna not create your listings from scratch, but you can do that too. But in the meantime, do this as well, right, Mandy?
Yep. So what's happening is when you click to import in bulk into List Perfectly, we take all of, I think we selected like 5 or 4 products.
All right.
We collect all that information off of eBay, and then one by one in the background, you could do other things. We import them into List Perfectly. So meanwhile this is happening, you know, I don't have to sit here and wait on the computer. I can switch windows. I can do something else. I can go make lunch. I can, you know, do whatever I feel like doing. Meanwhile, this process is going in the background. And so that's the way we designed the import to List Perfectly to work. And then when the import is done, you can cross post it in bulk again from List Perfectly to wherever you want to take it.
Yeah. And this is the part you see how, oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Teresa.
I was going to say, this is exactly how I do it. I'm in the process of, I've got about 46, almost 4,700 listings on eBay. And I take a group, I'll do all shoes and I'll import them into List Perfectly. And because they're eBay images, they're large. And so I don't lose that image quality. And then I use it there to push it out to Poshmark and Mercari and stuff like that. So, yeah, and I just have it running in the background, and you know, depending on how active I am, I can do 500 or 700 listings a day. I haven't. I did 500 listings one day, but it just then it takes a long time to then push it out. So for me, I'd rather do, you know, if I have 150 pairs of shoes, I'd rather do 150 shoes and then push it out and then do men's clothing. You know, everybody will have a different process, but that's my mental process.
Yeah. If you're a seller that has different products, I would always suggest, well, go with different categories. Okay, today you're doing shoes. Okay, tomorrow you're doing tables. Next thing you're doing jewelry. Okay, stuff like that. It always works to help you keep organized, even though we'll let you do, you know, any possible way. That's a pro tip. Thank you, Teresa.
Or, you know, it's COVID. So I did all games and puzzles, and they are sold like hotcakes on Mercari, Etsy, eBay. I mean, like, it's just, I sold some more games and puzzles this morning already. So yeah, those are good items.
Congratulations.
Wow,
So
that's incredible.
One of the things that I like of what Amanda, the way we designed with Amanda and the way she executed the bulk import to List Perfectly is that I don't need literally doing everything by itself, even though it's a recording what we're showing you, just because we have bandwidth limitations. Okay, but okay, it's handless job. List Perfectly will open windows on your behalf, close them, and then when it's done, you're gonna have all your listings ready in your View My Listings. So you don't even have to click Save, Submit, or Publish, or that's it. We do it all automatically for you. And that's one of the things that it was, for me, suffering carpal tunnel was very important.
And, you know, we also give you the opportunity to edit your listing on List Perfectly. You don't have to take that exact copy and then send it somewhere else. You can click edit on any listing that you've imported into List Perfectly and adjust any of the details that you want. A lot of people will import their listings from eBay, for example, and maybe change some things and then send them back to eBay.
Yep.
So that's an option too.
Yes, we will show that. Well, we're gonna talk in another webinar.
Yeah.
We will show you how to do. We have to do it like an eBay, a Poshmark, a Depop special. We're gonna be doing that. That's coming, okay? But definitely, what you said is so important. Oh.
Yep.
a tip that I have that I give to people that, when I talk to them about this is, it's overwhelming. I've been using List Perfectly for a year. I still don't have all 4,700 listings on List Perfectly catalog. And I won't. I've got about 400 ties that I'll sell them on eBay if I sell them. And if not, I don't really care. But I don't have, I have about 1,000 of my listings imported to List Perfectly, and I'm creating new ones on List Perfectly. So, my point is that what I started doing to get this rolling, because it's been a while, is I am now starting my List Perfectly imports, then I ship in the morning. Then I know every day I get some importing done. And then if my day gets away from me, at least I've got that process done. And because it works in the background, it always gets done. So that's I changed my process because of that.
That's a great tip.
Or just like Liz does bulk cross posting in the morning before everybody gets on her bandwidth. I do it while I'm shipping because I'm shipping every day, and it's just a trigger to remember to do it.
Yeah,
that's great advice.
And so yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. You know what, I'm going to skip ahead and show the listing. Here's all the listings that you saw in the video that I ported over, and that's what it looks like on List Perfectly. And from here, you can click on the edit button, like we talked about, adjust any
Maybe you came from
details.
Poshmark, maybe you came from Mercari, and the images are already blurry. So this is your chance to upload, erase those old images. And you can do this from your phone, from your tablet. You don't need the extension, the laptop, okay? So you can edit images anywhere. So if you can re-upload those fresh, high quality images, maybe you have it in your phone, maybe you have it in your tablet. It's so easy. We made it so easy for you to edit these listings and
wait, before you change that screen, Amanda. I just want you to point out that you imported all of those from eBay. So under Marketplace, it says eBay. And then as you export it out.
Yes. Oh, thank you for bringing that up.
Thank you. But well, we're going to talk
the next video that we're going to show, and Teresa's absolutely right. When you import your listings from eBay or wherever, we're going to record the item ID and the marketplace that came from. So that's how our inventory management system works. And that's why we do recommend that you use List Perfectly for your inventory management, because I mean, Teresa has 4,700 listings. I can't imagine manually keeping track of that, honestly. I mean, eventually you're going to run into problems with double selling, oversold, et cetera, et cetera. You do want some kind of inventory management system. Exactly. So this is just one, and you're free to use your own. We're not saying, that you can't do that. You absolutely can, but we just take one more step away from your reseller life, like one less thing for you to do.
Yeah, exactly. And save time. And then you can put that time into something better, sourcing or whatever it is. Yep. So why don't we show them how to do from bulk, okay?
All right.
From List Perfectly to, I think we have, which marketplaces we have? From LP.
I'm looking.
LP to Facebook. Oh, we have LP to Facebook Marketplace.
Okay, let's show that one.
Yeah.
We have Facebook Marketplace, which is something that, this is a new feature, relatively new in the past few months. So let's make sure I have the right one. Yep, there it is.
All right.
We're doing good on questions.
What's that?
We're doing good on questions. No questions.
Okay.
All right. Awesome. So
now this is obviously, it's not the same listings as we imported earlier, but we're showing you how the bulk export out of List Perfectly works. So just for example, we selected a few listings and we're sending them to Facebook Marketplace in this case. So that is, it's just going to run in the background. What List Perfectly will do, and this happens no matter where you copy from in bulk, we're going to open several tabs with all of your listings. So what you would do is just let, as one for the first tab open, you can edit that one. In the background, more tabs are opening. So when you're done listing this item, you can close that tab, switch to the next, as we're doing right now, and then continue to list. But it just makes it faster and easier. You don't have to do this one by one. You can do it in bulk, And then before you know it, you're Teresa getting all 4,700 listings cross-posted everywhere.
I definitely like, I'll go and like, I'll get a vibe for Facebook. And then I'm like, I list larger items on Facebook. Sometimes I started listing a lot of ASU stuff for local sellers. And then I like the idea that I can go in and edit each listing, because if it's on Facebook, I'm not paying for shipping and I'm not paying for any fees. So I will reduce that sometimes by 20%. And I can manually go in there and change my price, because my goal is to get rid of it. And so if I go to Facebook Marketplace, the trade-off is the time, because you have to meet somebody. So I keep that in mind, but I love having Facebook. I'm using it more and more. I mean, you guys know I abhorred Facebook, selling on Facebook before, but you know, everybody's Facebook experience is different. I think it just depends on the people in your neighborhood, in your area. And so don't give up on it. Give it a try. I tried it Christmas time with a lot of large inflatables, did very well with that. So I'm just testing it out because it's so easy. If I had to go and list my stuff on Facebook, it wouldn't happen. Because I can click and I can sort ASU and I can click all my ASU stuff and send it out there. It's just too easy not to do it.
And I'm glad you said that, because you really touched on something there. Just because you can do bulk and cross posting everywhere doesn't mean that you should bulk cross post everywhere. You know, Teresa just mentioned that she had inflatables that were a really good sell around Christmas on Facebook. So you do want to be selective about where you bulk cross post. Just keep that in mind.
Exactly. And you see, whether it's bulk or individual cross posting with List Perfectly, we always give you full control of the process and making sure we're not pushing those listings automatically on your behalf to multiple channels, you know, and that control is what will allow you, okay, to improve your listings, whether you want to do it one step at a time or in bulk, okay, control your pricing, control categories. Sometimes the same product listing in different categories, okay, oh, that's the oldest trick in the book that I use, okay, to you know, to try to increase my sales, and then you can see which one works better, okay. Those are things that you want to really keep in mind when you are cross posting, especially in volume. The days where you could just massively take, you know,
4,700 listings.
you know, like thousands of listings, and then take average quality listings to create sales. Right now, where this is a pandemic, that's it. You know, those days are gone. You're gonna need to find a way to make your listings unique, make yourself different, better, faster, anything that can make you look better. My product needs to look better than Teresa for my audience. Yeah. But if you're gonna try to sell your product for your audience like Teresa, it's not gonna work. Use this process, okay? It's the leverage for your growth, okay? And again, like I always say, if you're so good at it, okay, you're gonna be in this webinar or using this perfectly, you will be already multi-millionaire. So that means you still can improve the listing process. It's dynamic, right? It can always get better. What we've been selling for how long, and we're still with Teresa every day scratching our head. How can we do our listings better? And that's a fun process. It's what makes us go, right?
Yeah.
Commerce is constantly changing, so you either change or you fall behind. I mean, you have to keep up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
One question that I answered, but we'll put it so it's on the YouTube and on Zoom. But Laura just wants to verify that bulk is only available on business and pro plans.
That is correct. But just keep in mind, if you are a simple user, while you can't take 10 different listings and bulk cross post them, you can take one listing and cross post it to maybe 3 or 4 marketplaces with one click. So that is something to keep in mind with simple.
Exactly. You can go simultaneously to 9 channels if you please.
Yeah.
Is it possible? Yes, it is. All right. So now we demo the cross posting. Okay. I wanted to touch on something that is important. Okay. You can also do bulk cross posting for those. This is pro. Okay. We're going to go now pro. Okay. This is the pro part. So you can go also in bulk or large volumes of listings. Okay. you can go in the same marketplace with different shops. This is something that List Perfectly allows you to do unlimited, okay? And you don't need to send us a request to add your shop. You don't need to send us additional money or anything like that. Our technology will automatically detect your shop. Just be logged in the right place. You can do this through List Perfectly, okay? When you are importing your listings in bulk, don't forget that you can import listings in bulk in List Perfectly. And let's say you are in the business plan, okay? And what is it now, 300, right?
Yep.
So we're in the business. Let's say you reach 300. Don't forget that you can delete those 300 right now and get another 300 in an hour if you want. We don't care. It's temporary or permanent. You have the control for that. So I just wanted to add that we can also help you with many shops or multiple shops in the same or different marketplace through List Perfectly, or you can do this with different browsers. Maybe you have Microsoft Edge Chromium and Google Chrome, okay? And then you use your Google Chrome, with one shop and your Microsoft Edge Chromium with another shop, okay? So that's another of the pro tips that we can suggest you.
And I want to point out that I mean, kudos to our users. You guys give us these tips and we love it, and then we share it with other people. We highly encourage you, when you find really cool workarounds like that, let us know. So in this particular example that Clara mentioned, what you want to do is use List Perfectly in the middle. So what does she mean by two different browsers? You have, let's say my eBay shop is all about pottery, and then I have another eBay shop that's about a specific type of pottery, but I want to have both listings in both shops. So I would take, for example, shop A in Microsoft Edge and then import it into List Perfectly. And then I have Google Chrome open where I can take that and import it into my eBay other shop. I'm logged in to both shops separately.
Yep.
One eBay shop in Microsoft Edge, the other in Google Chrome. Same List Perfectly account.
Yep. And we're okay with that. You know, we allow it. So that's a pro advice as you're growing your business. That's something that we highly recommend. You're gonna find, like I always say, one of the common side effects of List Perfectly is that you're gonna have many sales. Okay, and if you have the enough inventory to keep going, what you wanna do is segment your business. Okay, make it as personal. For example, with the pottery, okay, maybe we have a pottery business and now I want to create a Southwestern style. Southwestern sells better, right? So now I'm taking my little pottery, the same pottery, but I'm taking it to my Southwestern, okay, a shop. And it works. And you have the same product and then you put it, for one price in another, and then you see what works best. This is what we recommend you to do. Don't make decisions on your buyer's behalf. Never let them shop where they want, how they want, when they want it.
So Laura made a comment that I just want to address. She says that she does, I'm guessing that Laura has the simple plan and she does one listing to 4 or 5 platforms, whatever. So Laura, I want to just encourage you to try the business plan, because if you're importing listings, the amount of data that gets transferred over, the difference between the simple and the pro plan is worth the $20 a month. I'm like, just the time saving. I was playing around with somebody else's account with simple, and I have a pro plan, and it's not, pro plan's not for everybody, and that's okay. But I just want you to maybe, give it a try for maybe a month, and that's $20, and see if it saves you $20 worth of your time, because I would guess and probably bet money that it will. And you will go, oh my gosh, that's the best $20 I spent in the month of June or whatever. So I'm just going to throw that out there. Maybe she might have reasons that she wants to stay on the simple plan, but if you're a simple plan user, just think about that. It's $20 and the amount of time and error, because a lot of times when you have to go and you're clicking and you have to change and add that, 3 things to 9 different platforms, you could make a human error. And so just throwing that out there.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up, Teresa. We made the simple plan to be like an entry point for most sellers. But, when you start doing this every day, even if it's a side gig, value your time, all these things that take time, even if you're doing this just as a side gig, I mean, I tend to look at this like it's less than $1 a day. It's like what, 75 cents extra a day. But if that gets me more time that I get to spend with my friends or family, or do something that I'd rather do, or source
Create
more
more listings or ship more products.
whatever, it's time is money.
Yeah.
That's what I always equate it to.
And so she just commented, she's like, I don't think I realized it was that minimal difference. Thanks. So she didn't realize it was $20. It's $20 to go up to each level, each plan level. So
Yeah. Thank you.
And
Yeah.
you get a lot more benefits. You get more listings in your catalog.
less than 20, what did you say? Less than 70, less than $1 a day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, and just to tag along to what you said to Laura, you know, and another thing that you want to keep in mind with business and pro plan is sales analytics. I always say, if you're going to invest even $20, as an intern here, you know,
by the way,
huh?
66 cents a day, the difference between simple and pro.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like an extra shot of coffee in your latte.
Yeah, no, that's right. No, it's so the other thing that I like about business or pro plan options is the ability, not the bulk cross posting, okay, but beyond that is the ability to measure your sales, is the ability to understand what's working for you and what's not, okay? So not only we're helping you with inventory management, but we're also gonna start measuring, if you decide to enter the data, the right data, of course, you know, right pricing, the shipping cost, okay, maybe the marketplace fees, okay? We have fields for everything. We can help you understand where you're hurting. Is it free shipping that is hurting you? Is it marketplace fees? Is it maybe your product is just, maybe you need to raise up your pricing, or maybe you're charging too much shipping. I don't know. Every seller is different, so we can help you to understand this. This is something that's very close to us. Data analytics is something very, very important to organically grow and understand your business.
Yeah, and we will have a webinar covering this topic as well. It's coming.
Coming soon.
Liz gave a little seller to seller tip to Laura. Liz said, I've been on Simple Plan and loved it. Then I realized that the business plan also imports your SKU or custom field from eBay. That was huge for me, and it made the business plan 100% worth the upgrade, along with the bulk cross poster.
Wow. Wow. Thank you.
Oh, yeah,
Liz,
great tip.
That's a great tip. Thanks for sharing.
It's exactly like you said, Teresa. It's the amount of data and time that you're saving instead of manually doing this and possibly creating a human error. It's just a great example. I'm so grateful that we had Laura asking that question. Again, thank you, Laura, for your question. We're understanding your situation.
And you know, one other thing I wanted to mention is Clara has shared her story before, and you know, we really created Liz perfectly because she was getting some carpal tunnel issues. And honestly, you know, the more clicking you do, and I don't want to minimize this, the more clicking you have to do, the more you are stressing your arms, your hands, you know, everything. Just keep that in mind. Is it really worth it to do so much clicking? And I think no, but it's entirely up to you.
And again, can it be done manually? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Can you grow your business? Yes. Okay. I believe, you know, with a lot of sacrifice, manually can be done if you're young. Yeah. I would say under 30. Okay. But, you know, again, we believe, okay, strongly believe software is the way you're going to grow your business. More than free shipping, more than paying for advertising and, I don't know, giveaways or free. You know, that's what I feel, and I feel strongly about this. There has been a big, you know, everyone talks about advertising, paying for promotions, running sales, like et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You can honestly, you can cross post and get more eyeballs on your listings rather than dropping your prices, you know, running sales, offering free shipping. A lot of these things, paying for advertising, a lot of these things at this point is gimmicky. And, you know, just the fact that you're taking your listing from one marketplace to another means you're getting more eyeballs on it. There is a false assumption that everyone knows about eBay and everyone shops on eBay. No, they don't. There are buyers have loyalty just like sellers. And so a buyer may never shop on eBay, but they will on Etsy and some other marketplaces. So
keep that in mind. That's a really important tip.
Yeah, and then that growth is going to be for you. You are the one collecting the data. You are the one understanding this. And you could be the one that can hire a virtual assistant to even grow your business faster. We tried all of the methods you can imagine. We tried them all, okay? And again, diversifying your presence in multiple marketplaces, delisting, relisting religiously, okay? Improving your listings with more information, maybe say, hey, this pool, okay, is ideal for a backyard of these dimensions. The additional information you're adding, that's it. That's what will make that person buy, because I know there will be buyers that will have like, I wonder, if this would fit in my backyard, right? We all have, so any additional data helps. And that's how for me, you grow organically your business.
So Liz and Laura, going back with the business and pro plan, then Liz made a comment that yes, it's very easy to switch between the plans. And then Brenda, thank you for your comment. Brenda said, I recently went up to the business plan and I wish I had done it sooner. One sale more than pays for it. Love, love, love it. So, that's the nice thing about List Perfectly, is that you can upgrade, downgrade. Like if you try the pro plan, it's like, yeah, that's a little too much for what I need. Go back down to business. But I just want to encourage people to give it a try, because maybe like Laura, you didn't realize it was only a 66 cents a day difference. And maybe like Brenda, it's like, wow, this is really easy. One more sales more than pays for it. So, just pointing that out.
Just to add to that, you're a simple plan lover. Love it. Okay, good. Okay, get your bulk cross posting 1 month and then go back to your simple plan. Ta-da!
Yeah.
It's literally
no penalties. We're not making you sign a direct TV contract that says it has to be with simple plan in 3 years, and then before we're gonna prorate your penalty of $300 for every day no, there's nothing like that. Okay.
Yeah. Very simple to upgrade and downgrade.
All right.
Okay, I think.
Alrighty.
Anything else?
Oh,
No,
Laura, I think it's
no YouTube questions, and
I
just
think Laura sent one more message on Zoom.
Yeah. Laura says, I'm currently on Etsy, eBay, Posh, Macari. So there's no reason not to do it. You're very good. Yep.
Yep.
All right.
Well,
Liz has a very good tip. She says, whenever I refer people, I tell them to start with the business plan and get everything cross-posted, then drop to the simple plan if they want to.
Yeah, and you can always
guaranteed that once you do business, you won't want to downgrade to simple. Very good point. Yeah.
I know, it's true.
Yeah,
that's why I always say
true.
to people, try the simple, get familiar with our platform. If it is too basic, just upgrade.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like what you're saying, Liz. It makes sense.
For me, it's I don't want to downgrade from the pro plan.
Right. It's
Pro
hard. Even
plan brings everything over, and I'm just too lazy. I don't want to double entry stuff.
Yeah. And I will say that also, just because you signed up for the simple, you don't have to wait until your membership ends before you can upgrade. You can do it at any time. You want to sign up for simple today and upgrade tomorrow. We give you that ability.
Yeah.
So just keep that in
And
mind.
just so people understand, because I think some do get confused, is that you get prorated for what you use for simple, and then you start your business. Then if you want to go for business, you get prorated. So it's not like you have to pay for the whole month and you lose the month. No, it's like, if you're 10 days in, you pay for 10 days worth of the simple, and then you start with the business.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, Lori says, got it. Okay.
And then Liz said something before that, I think. Liz.
Oh, if I had 4,000 plus listings, I definitely have the pro plan. I'm only around 1,000. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Makes
Whatever
sense,
works
Liz.
for you.
Yeah, makes sense. I really support your decision of staying with a business plan. But yeah, definitely once you pass, I would say 2,000, you might want to consider pro plan. And it's not about passing 2,000, it's about having the inventory. Again, my biggest concern, if you're going to get a pro plan, is have the inventory, because your sales are going to come. Okay, don't say we didn't tell you.
And they definitely are. I mean, I have had the best Q1 quarter that I've had in years.
Wow.
Surpassed some of my Q4 quarters, and I'm definitely going to have the best Q2 sales quarter that I've had. And I would say that I started importing my listings into List Perfectly in January. And so doing that and then cross-posting out and using the inventory management system in January. And like I said, I have about 1,000 listings in List Perfectly. I've got a long way to go, but it definitely, I mean, COVID definitely helped my sales, but I have sales on platforms I didn't even know existed 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And so, and
your reality, Teresa, you know, it's not every seller right now, you know,
right.
the struggle. So, you know, I don't hear very frequently COVID help me to have
No,
the
no, and
No,
my point is that people are at home, they're on their computers and they're shopping.
Yes.
So it's not that it's because, you know, the world, you know, that there's this virus going around. It's because the virus, people are at home and they're on their computer all day. And because people can't shop and they can't go to the store, whatever, people are I'm turning to online sales.
Everybody's shopping more online. This is your chance, okay, to go and cross post and go multiple channels. Try different marketplaces. Right now it's really hot, Tracy and Grail. Okay, those are marketplaces are working really good right now.
Yep.
Honestly, Depop, I've been noticing, you know, that sales drop a little. This is again what we're hearing from our users, okay, and what's working, okay. Again, Mercari, Tracy, and Grail right now are working for many sellers, especially the new people that are coming, you know.
But it really depends on what you sell.
Yeah,
I think.
I agree. What you sell depends on it. I mean,
Facebook
my eBay sales are off the chart.
Oh my God, people love Facebook Marketplace right now. They're going very, it's helping a lot to people to bulk things and sell bigger, bulky items, whether you are, maybe you're selling little things, but you're, you know, making a set or maybe a bulk sale. So that's helping a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, my point was that all of this stuff is stuff that I've had listed on eBay. So by cross-posting it to other marketplaces and getting different eyes on it, I'm selling a lot more of it as well.
Yep. It's important.
Couldn't agree more with you. All righty. So I guess we're done with questions, and thus we conclude our webinar, and we'll see you the Thursday. We're coming with more information.
Yep. We're doing these every Tuesday and Thursday.
Same time, same channel. See you soon.
Bye.